we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to
tend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money. Who controls the...
And as I've started to see more and more things come out with these NFTs and seeing how they kind of gave them the digital way, the way the world's going.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory because they show you how the world really works. Also, those who've donated to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. And then also those who are shopping at both stores, much love, keep it coming. Now, we know that we're the only game in town on the weekends. And as you see, we've moved up. Also, we know Grayscale locked things up, and that's what's boosting us up. Guys, you got to know, yes, the market is moving, but why is the market moving? So the fact is, on this channel, that's the reason why I let you know all the moving pieces that are going on. We had open interest at all-time highs. We had the Grayscale lockup, and guys, that is so important. And then plus, we know on the weekends, the stock market is closed. We're the only gambling casino in town, so we see the retail investors flood in. Now, yesterday, as Bitcoin got rejected, we saw altcoins take that dip. As Bitcoin is moving up, guys, we see altcoins are now moving up. In the crypto space, guys, we are in the biggest manipulated asset ever. But the fact is, guys, you can take advantage of it. If you are new to Bitcoin and crypto, sit back and learn. This happens every single month. We have these pumps and dumps. Not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. But this is definitely a new asset class. A lot of these cryptos are still in the pennies. So it's like penny stocks. And you know, if you pay attention to the market, you know when we're moving up and moving down. Get in and get out. Yes, we see Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, guys, but we also see the manipulation. Do not keep your eyes off of that because, of course, as we see open interest at all-time highs, we know when CME comes, we have all-time dumps. So do not forget that. And, guys, when the video started, you heard Patrick Mahomes. If you watched my video last night, you also listened to it. But he says the digital way, the way the world is going. So somebody has definitely talked to the young man. We are definitely being moved over to the fourth industrial revolution. But when it comes to these non-fungible tokens, we know there's a lot of institutional money in there. And we know art is one of the ways of stored value. In NFTs, we definitely see a lot of washing of money. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, do not forget to stay focused on the actual indicators, guys. We have volume. We have Tether. Make sure you're staying focused on the market cap. USDC, same. Also, guys, we have the Fed facilities closing on the 31st. Do not forget that. Yes, we see the stock market moving up, Crypto's moving up. We see the Fed getting those printing machines pumping in the United States, the ECB. We see it going on, but we also know at the end of the day, the solution, because if we keep going, we know we're going to have inflation. We know what the Fed does. Create the problem, wait for the reaction, and then come in with the solution. We know the solution is cryptos. With the rising inflation, bond yields that we know are just going to keep inflating, they know right behind it, they have the solution, which is cryptos, programmable money. You see all over social media, people are talking about this $1,400. They don't know that they gave away their whole life for $1,400. Depends on how many kids you have. You ain't have 8,000. But is that worth it for all your privacy, all your freedom? We know the digital yuan is going to rise. And we know America to Babylon is going to fall. And we're definitely going to feel that pain. Now we have back on the 18th, and we have CME, Ethereum futures, and Bitcoin futures on the 26th. So the 18th and the 26th, do not forget. On the 18th, we normally take a little dump, but we are running into the weekend, so we normally rise. And then we run into CME futures, where we take that dip unless we see any manipulation going on. You know, I bring it to you. And then on the 5th, they need Bitcoin again. And as we see, we definitely pump a few days after that 5th. Now, like I stated, because liquidity is going to be shrinking on the 31st, plus we have these rising yields. Yes, we have a lot of money printing going on. We're definitely going to benefit off of that, a steady market up until June. June is when we actually are going to start feeling the inflation, the actual yields, unless Yellen starts new repos. If she starts new repos, that's a whole nother different situation, or if they start buying more treasuries. So we definitely have to keep a lookout for that. And also, guys, getting over into the actual altcoins, you still have altcoins that are under $1. If you only have a few $100, under $1, you still have altcoins that are under a penny. So definitely, guys, get in, do your research. Pick you 2 or 3 cryptos just to look at, to research on. Get yourselves invested. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice, but you do not need a lot of money in this space. A few $100s. I'm not telling you to take any stimulus money, but if you have a few $100 sitting on the sidelines that you normally would waste out shopping or doing something that's not paying you back, investing in these assets definitely can pay off. And the only thing you have to do is do a little at a time. Build on it. $300 or $400 turns into $600 and $800, and then it keeps going. If you need to invest that way, there's nothing wrong with starting off small and then actually put more money in as you start learning the market. But as we see, this space is not going anywhere. This is definitely the future, and the money that's surrounded around cryptos will eventually end, because we know when regulation comes in, these 8,000 cryptos are going to go down real quick. It's only going to be 1% that's going to actually survive. But right now, we are definitely in a speculation market. But getting over to the actual crypto news, we have CZ of Binance says the investigation has no teeth. And is he correct? Yes, because clearly if you go over Binance, they say if you're in the United States, don't come on the site. So definitely we know people do other little things to get around that, but we know Binance is not going to be held responsible for that. Now we have the Coinbase effect. We know once they list, and they gave us a big list. I've been over it several times last year, especially when I first started my channel, of the actual assets they're actually looking at. So therefore you can get yourself in position before they actually announce it. But of course we had Polygon, used to be Matic, and then of course Scale. So definitely, guys, get in there, get that list. Same thing with Andreessen, his investments. Get in there, get that list. We know Coinbase and Andreessen are building this new economy, this new ecosystem. Now we have Binance is coming for crypto payments. I put a few articles in the video I did yesterday, but I didn't go over it. But we know the payments war is going to start. Because the fact is, at the end of the day, that's how you get what? More fees. We know they had invested in the debit cards. Now they're moving over to the app, and we know that's a transition. We went from checks to debit credit cards, now over just for your app, and then of course we'll move over to another hardware once the phone, of course, is more advanced. But we know this payment war is going to start. Eventually, Coinbase will do the same thing. All these exchanges are going to do the same thing because they're nothing but banks. They act just like banks, guys. Now, lastly, we have the FTX is in talks to sponsor Miami Heat NBA Stadium. And why is this important, guys? That's right, vision. Everything the masses, the sheep take in is vision. They're not thinking. They don't question anything. If they see it in their face every day, if they actually see it on television, they take it into the subconscious and it becomes their reality. They're not thinking. They're moving over to the fourth industrial revolution without even knowing, without even understanding. We have Patrick Mahomes, a young man, but he's around successful people that are educating him on where this economy is going. So therefore, he's invested in those millions of dollars that he made. He can keep building and building a legacy. And that's what everybody should be doing. Educate your friends and family, because we know when it comes to the New World Order, everything is planned out. But that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, don't forget the book links and crypto links are in the description. And don't forget about the stock channel, guys, Cryptoteacher Stocks. Remember, stocks are just going to be put on blockchain and tokenized. You have your Cobalt, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, while everybody's sitting at home. You got that home stocks, the C-word, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home getting free money or waiting on that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.